All right, next tip is a formula tip. This is a one-star, pretty basic concept, but it's something that not every Excel user is aware of, and it's how to change your formula calculation modes. Now, Excel has two primary calculation modes, automatic, which is generally your default, and manual. So if you head to your formula tab, off to the right, you'll see your calculation options. There are actually three different options there. The two that we're going to focus on right now are automatic, which allows your formulas to calculate on their own with any workbook change, and manual, which essentially freezes those formula calculations until you decide to refresh or recalculate them. And you can do that by either clicking the Calculate Now button in the Formula tab or using the F9 shortcut. Now that third option, automatic except for data tables, we're going to talk about data tables in the analytics section of this course. Those are often used to randomize and run a large number of simulations. It's part of Excel's what if analysis tools. And because they generally iterate over a very, very large number of rows, they can slow things down if they're recalculating constantly. So that third option basically gives you the choice to say, treat all my other workbook formulas as automatic, but let me decide when I want to update those data tables specifically. So let's say you have your calculation mode set to manual like we see here, and then you write some sort of function like this. This is the profit formula that we're going to write in this demo, and basically it accounts for quantity, retail price, and unit cost. If you drag that formula down, apply it to multiple cells, and see the same value returned in every case, the first place to look is your calculation mode, because 9 times out of 10, that means that it's accidentally been switched to manual. But there's good news, it's a very easy fix. All you do is head back to that tab, check the automatic option, and then those formulas will automatically recalculate on their own. So to summarize, a couple common use cases. In some cases, you may have a very large workbook, very formula heavy, using things like lookup and index and reference functions, or arrays that iterate many, many times over a large number of rows. In those cases where the calculations take quite a while, you may want to temporarily switch to manual mode as you're kind of making other workbook edits, just for the sake of speed and efficiency. Just make sure to change it back to automatic when you want those formulas to recalculate. Then the second common use case, again, like I said, is allowing your formulas to calculate on their own automatically, but treat your data tables separately. So let's jump into our pro tip workbook and I'll show you what this looks like. All right, so from our table of contents, I'm going to look in our green category, our formula tip here. First item, calculation modes. Let's go ahead and link out to that tab. And here we've got a sample of about 100 products along with quantity sold. We've got the retail price and the unit cost for each of these products. And we just want to calculate the sales profit here. Now, before I do, let's hop into our formulas tab, drill down into our calculation options. You'll see that by default, my workbook's set to automatic. Let's go ahead and just, for the sake of demonstration, switch this to manual and then write out our function here. So our sales profit formula is going to be the quantity times the price minus the cost. So I'm going to say equals B2 times, open parenthesis, retail price minus the unit cost. Close it out, press enter. That returns $12,058.25, which is the correct value for row 2. But just like I showed you, if we apply this all the way down, we'll see that same duplicate repeating value, which obviously is incorrect. So all we got to do, back to formulas, calculation options, automatic, and there you go. Everything recalculates. I don't have to rewrite the formula or anything like that, and we're good to go. So again, very simple concept, but a really helpful one to keep in mind once you know that these two calculation modes exist.